Hey, welcome to the No More Dirty TV show. I'm your host, Minister Fred 2. I told you my co-host is on vacation. Shout out to my man, Marcus Sims Media. Listen, we are super excited. I am really grateful that you took the time to tune in this evening. And, you know, or you might be on the other side of the world, it might be daytime, but however it goes, we want to say thank you for tuning in. Now, if you're on this side of the world, it's 7:30 Central Standard Time every Friday evening, and then the replay on Wednesday. And if you're on a different network, check the network. But it's 7:30 Central Standard Time, No More Dirty TV. That's on the YouTube channel. That's on Facebook, Instagram, all of our social media. At the end of the day, listen to me. At the end of the day, this is an amazing show that where you can sit down with your entire family. You can turn up, you can have a great time, and you can get some life lessons. So again, we want to say thank you for tuning in to the No More Dirty TV show. And then don't forget also, we have on Saturdays, Bible Beats and Bars. It's a session. Listen, we got our great session every Saturday, 2 p.m. Central Standard Time. DJ Scissorhands on the ones and twos. Man, he be chopping it up. I mean, really going in. Then you got my co-host, Marcus Sims Media. Then you got yours truly. We always have an amazing guest. You know, this whole season, we're jumping off dealing with relationships. How to have a great marriage before it starts. Now, listen, Dr. Cross is dropping this deep knowledge. I mean, at the end of the day, you just don't want to miss it. So again, 2 p.m. Central Standard Time. Figure it out based upon your coast. And you can always go to our YouTube channel, No More Dirty INC. All right, we're going to get right in on, because the topic today is so juicy. You ain't going to want to miss it. And we're going to deal with, let's go direct. He's got a new song, a new video. It's Will's Come Back. Oh, man, this is a dope one. I think you'll enjoy this one. And then E.I. King, that's my homie I met in Flavor Fest. He's got an amazing, when I say amazing, I mean amazing video featuring Reconcile. We'll be right back. No More Dirty TV. Check it out.
Too much negativity throughout the atmosphere. Whether your actions heard or your words are seen, know that life is in the tongue and affects human beings. That's why I embrace the face of hate. Cause when your crops get going, you've created your fate. And that's no need for moves to make. Just know what I've been given and live life like God is great. Lessons have been learned, it's ongoing though. Boy, the man that will never sing end of the road. Cause the moment you arrive is when you die. So let's keep going and stay on the rise. There's no better time than now, not one to follow the crowd. Standing tall like 3 Hebrew style. I'll be the innovator, I'll be the risk taker. I'll be what you don't wanna as long as it makes me greater. There's a truth from the days of old, long before slaves and chains were sold, long before Columbus lied and stole. Life is what you make it. In better days there'll be times that's sweet. It's what you do when those times are weak. Let us begin with the words we speak. Life is what you make it. We'll back home again, we'll back home again. I'm pouring out my heart, whether received or not. If I did it for that reason, wouldn't be here now. Just shedding light in a dark place. You could catch a fate if you don't know when you should part ways. Christ's sake's covered in the blood. Don't lose vision. Pluck your eye and rub it in the mud, no superstition. Life is what you make it, trying to teach you how to fish. Trying to teach you to invest instead of paying for a mix. The more you cultivate and grow, the more that you are bound to show. Teach my youngins how to lead, be like I already know. That's so accurate. fact, not fiction. You don't hear, you must feels when I started listening. So we'll back and edify thyself. You got love, you got fam, and you got your health. You got more moves to make, start planning it out. I see the S upon your chest, let that clock get out. There's a truth from the days of old, long before slaves and chains were sold, long before Columbus lied and stole. Life is what you make it. In better days there'll be times that's sweet. It's what you do when those times are weak. Let us begin with the words we speak. Life is what you make it. We'll back home again. We'll back home again.
My biggest fear in the middle of my addiction was that I would never be able to get over it and that my kids wouldn't have a father. I started thinking, you know what? This isn't my story. For the longest time, fear held me back from ultimately being who I wanted to. I had to become a better man to be a better father. It's important to me that my kids are empowered and truly believe that if they can think it, they can do it.
They killing people out here, boy. Time to speak peace. Yeah. Nobody trusts a soul in this game but they self. They know how it goes, keep that flame on they belt. Everybody on it dangerous, yeah. Everybody on it dangerous, yeah. Everyone I know got bangers, yeah. God protect me with your angels, yeah. All I see is blood and hatred, yeah. Everybody on it dangerous, how we gonna change this, yeah. I see war in these streets, I've been praying for peace. I can barely even eat, on my mind I can't sleep, yeah. Love all my enemies, put that on everything, on God even when it was never me, yeah. Look in your eyes, I see pain, you let that turn into rain. Whole life been stuck in the game, never call I can keep flying. Running from death in the grave, you been locked up in that cage. Don't you think it's time to change, get out that man. And I was crying out for help, yeah. Ain't nobody see me, I was dying by myself, yeah. Losing all my hope when I was screaming in myself, yeah. They must have thought that I was crazy, but Jesus saved me, yeah. Catch anybody's they traumatized, ain't no way out, so it's do or die. Stuck in the streets, it is suicide. Preaching the truth, but then who am I? Find your way out, don't get paralyzed. The devilly whispering, telling lies. Hope you find purpose and live your life and kill all the beef and nobody trusts a soul in this game but they self. They know how it goes, keep that flame on they belt. Everybody on it dangerous, yeah. Everybody on it dangerous, yeah. Everyone I know got bangers, yeah. God protect me with your angels, yeah. All I see is blood and hatred, yeah. Everybody on it dangerous, how we gonna change this, yeah.
They gun them down, spun up and walk them down, yeah. Glisten with glizzy, look like with a stencil. They hit the whole pot, but they spun like 100 rounds, yeah. I'm praying 100 times. Seen him bust down the backwood, smoke it back to back till he back good. Running play after play till his racks good. Got paint on his back, but he play like he good. So frozen, these streets getting colder. Watch the devil get over, the streets getting real. I just pray that you realer. Gotta know that you real. These streets they so up and down. Whatever this home, that's how these youngers be stepping down. Don't tell me that this what you reppin' now. Can't tell me this life is the life that you want it now. How you wake up and live a lie? I swear God do a real one. Been a day one for all of my healing. At the same time you hitting on miss. Hit my soul up every day with the flick. He want me to change, he want me to quit. I'm living for the thing with it. Thoughts getting heavy, these streets getting deadly. My trauma really heavy, I pray to a heavy. I need to cross in my life for real, for real. Yeah. I'm strapped with this truth, got weapons of love. Jump back in these streets for these souls.
Nobody trusts a soul in this game but they self. They know how it goes, keep that flame on they belt. Everybody on it dangerous, yeah. Everybody on it dangerous, yeah. Everyone I know got bangers, yeah. God protect me with your angels, yeah. All I see is blood and hatred, yeah. Everybody on it dangerous, how we gonna change this? Yeah. God protect me with your angels, yeah. All I see is blood and hatred, yeah. Everybody on it dangerous, how we gonna change this? Yeah.
Hello, this is a prepaid collect call from
Yo, you know what to do, either accept or reject it.
an inmate at Florida Correctional Institution. This call is subject to recording and monitoring. To accept charges, press 1. To refuse charge, thank you for using T-Netics. You may start the conversation now.
It's about time, bro. I need you to come on home, man. Make that happen. For sure. Bet.
Welcome back to the No More Dirty TV show. I'm your host, Minister Fred 2. Don't call me Junior. That's not a good thing. It's just not a good thing. Okay. So listen, we gonna get to flip the script and I'm gonna give you the theme, the nugget for the day, right? I'm gonna do a St. John 5:14. I'm gonna do the Message version. And it says, so a little bit later on in the day, Jesus found his brother that he met earlier in the temple. I mean, he was in a church house. He was hanging around the good book space. You know what I mean? And he said to this young man, he said, listen, guy, he said, it's wonderful to see you looking well. I mean, like you look great from when I first met you. I said, but listen, don't return to your ways that are just not good. In the Old Testament, they used to say, don't return to your sin or your negative lifestyle. Because if you do, something worse may happen. Something worse may be your consequence and you may not be able to bounce back. The theme today we want to kind of get in on, I was talking to some of the young brothers in my neighborhood that I work with, and they were like, Mr. Whitlow, listen, man, I got a question for you. And I was like, what's that, bro? And they were like, man, how do you decide whether your friends or your spaces are really positive or healthy? And I was like, that's a great question. Listen, that's a great question. So we're gonna dig in on the issue of choosing or making decisions about positive versus negative as relates to people, as relates to places, as relates to things. So listen, we're gonna have a good time. I wanted to share this because it was just a really deep conversation. I was kicking it with some of the teens and they were like, hey, I'm really serious about being a better me. And one of the kids, they said, hey, listen, I watch your show every weekend, and I'm really feeling like I need to be a better guy. I really want to have a great relationship with my girlfriend. I want to do this, I want to do that. And I was like, you know what, guys? I said, I appreciate you bringing this to my attention. This was during the week. And I said, I'm going to talk about it tonight. So we're going to dig in on this conversation on choices, how to decide. What are those questions you ask yourself before you decide? Let's do it that way. What questions do you ask yourself before you decide, I'm going to do this, I'm all in, I'm going to jump in? So we're going to give them two more. Let me give you two more songs. I like this one, right? Let's go with some Prodi. And Prodi has a really unique, a brand new music video called Valuable. I want you to check out the lyrics, look at the context in which he's saying it. And then for all my young brothers and sisters, this one I think is relatable. And then we're going to do Reconcile, because Reconcile, first of all, he's a dope artist. Got mad skills, I mean, in terms of bars. But he has a song, and he actually writes from his total experience. And he says, you know what, God? I know you were with me. Like, I really get it. So we'll be right back. No More Dirty TV. I'm your host. Let's go.
I don't know your pain, I don't know your shame.
My dad made this beat.
Don't know your name, but I know your worth. I don't know your pain, I don't know your shame. I don't know your name, but I know your worth. Don't know your name, but I know your worth. You valuable. You are valuable. Don't know your name, but I know your worth. You are valuable.
Truth music.
You are valuable. Don't know your name, but I know your worth.
There was a girl, little Lily, she was 10 years old. Not from a third world country, but her family is poor. Baby girl, innocent, more precious than a pot of gold. A victim to a trafficker, became a lost soul. 11 years old, she got kidnapped and sold. Dad's in jail, mom's a junkie, so no one gon' know. No one gon' know, cause nobody cares. She's in the dark room screaming help, but nobody's there. In the corner, huddled close, she saw a few girls. Leader of the pack said, welcome to your new world, where you get rewarded if you behave and do well. But the other girls look like they was tortured in a cell. She's standing on the corner all alone, feeling worthless. A pimp told her get that braille, lace it with a Birkin. Doing things she never imagined, her heart is hurting. She's feeling like she's trash and her life don't have a purpose. 2 abortions in, she's 15, smoking hard. She addicted to the heroin injected in her arm. Got locked up for prostitution, the story is tragic. Too scared to tell the cops that she's being trafficked. 25 to 40 milli worldwide, feeling trapped in. So I don't need no dash for this. This a call for action. So you can stand by idle and never make a change. But 150 in the US getting trafficked every day. Staggering stats never make the front page. Innocence lost, this guy's just getting paid. Evil people working together for exploitation. So let's raise the banner, unify, spread hope is God's nation. Unidos somos un peligro para los traficantes. Ungido lo elegido por un Dios gigante. La cosecha es mucha, los obreros son pocos. Oro que el mensaje de Dios no caiga en oídos sordos. Pride.
I don't know your pain, I don't know your shame. Don't know your name, but I know your worth. I don't know your pain, I don't know your shame. I don't know your name, but I know your worth. Don't know your name, but I know your worth. You are valuable.
713-239-5405. I know that you get it.
You know how far we came.
Rose up, motivated the trenches. From the darkness we winning, they call us the light of the trenches. Ain't gon' lie, though, we been through a lot. Lot of trauma and heartbreaking promise. We did it, we rode, motivated the hood. Put on for my saving and on for my hood. They see that we different, it's Jesus up in me. They say it on the realest, I pray to the realest. I stay in the word, that's my heart, that's my glizzy. I fell out 100 times, got right back up 100 times. Devil lame in the coffin. Lot of stuff that ain't proud of. Dressed, that don't matter. They be smiling my face, would've left me for dead. All that pain you went through, but it's all in your head. I ain't gon' lie, don't no capping, we been through a lot. Lot of trauma and heartbreak, I know that you with me. In the darkest and deepest of pain in the back of my memory, I know that you with me. Fist fights in the house and my mama gone, refrigerator got empty, I know that you with me. You sat in that courtroom right with me, you slept in that project house with me. You stood in that hospital with me, I rose out the mud cause you with me. I ain't gon' lie though, we been through a lot. Lot of trauma and heartbreaking promises, know that you with me. Rose up, motivated the trenches. From the darkness we win, they call us the light of the trenches. I guess he ain't struggling, no. I guess he don't want it enough. You been down, get back up. You done struggled enough. I don't get no, buy no lights and no jewelry, but it's shining on me. Go hard for my homies and live for my kids and die for my savior. I did it again and again. I wake up, I win and I win and I win. Against all the odds, no matter the person. Against all the pain, run through the weather. Came through again and again and again. Rose up, motivated the trenches. From the darkness we winning, they call us the light of the trench. Ain't gon' lie though, we been through a lot. Lot of trauma and heartbreaking promise. We did it, we rode, motivated the hood. Put on for my saving and on for my hood. Did it, we rode, did it, put on for my saving and on my hood. I wake up, I win and I win and I win. Against all the odds, no matter the person. Against all the pain, run through the weather. Came through again and again and again.
Being a parent, especially for the first time, with that comes a lot of self-doubt. As a dad, I just try to lead by example. When you're trying to be the best person that you can be, your kids see that and then they emulate that.
Hey, welcome back. Welcome back. I told y'all, listen, this is how we get down every Friday evening. You already know on Wednesdays, and if you're on a net, we're on different networks, so you got to check the channel for No More Dirty TV. Listen, before I go into this question, I do want to make sure you know how to reach us. You can go to our website. Yo, Kenny, throw that up, man. The website, NoMoreDirty.org. Listen, on this website, we want to encourage you to visit, take your time, go through it. You can meet the team on the website. You have an opportunity to maybe you want to become a donor or a sponsor. You say, man, I want to volunteer, or maybe you just want to get involved and you want to be a part of the solution. Whatever it is, we want you to take the time. And you may see someone there and say, hey, Alec, I think I want to be a part of the Camp Smart, or I want to be a part of the Greatness Project for kids that are coming out of foster care or broken homes. Or maybe you might say, hey, listen, I really like what you're doing. Hey, what about this idea? Listen, we are always open to some amazing things to make our community better. And why not do it with you? So again, NoMoreDirty.org. So the question is, what are some of those questions that we need to ask ourselves? Well, one of those questions I would recommend, and this is what we talked about on the stoop basically, is if I engage in this choice. So the choice is I want you to go do blah, 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 blah. The question you have to ask yourself is it a choice that my peers would be not only proud of, but they would be okay with me going to, knowing that it's going to be a good thing? So is it a good thing to do this or to choose this? If it is a good thing, why? Ask yourself, why is it a good thing? Don't just do it. Ask yourself, okay, so if I go in the store in here and I see something that I can't afford, do I just take it and slide it in my pocket and have my buddy do become my decoy and I slip out? Is it a good thing? Philippians 4:8 says, whatsoever things are pure, that means it's not bad. Whatsoever things are just, that means it's fair, equitable. That means I'm going to pay for it if I want it. Whatsoever things are kind, how do I speak to people to get what I want? Whatsoever things are lovely, how do I treat them? Do I treat them like they're worth something? Like Prodi said, like you're valuable. Whatsoever things are true, do I have to lie to get it or to go to that place? So these are some of the questions you have to ask yourself. Listen, if I do this, I may get it, what I'm trying to go for, but is it something that I know I can live with after I go for it? Listen, I mean, a lot of people do a lot of things to get a lot of places and they get a lot of money. Everybody's about getting the bag, but how are you getting the bag? How are you getting that beautiful young lady or that handsome young man? How willing are you? What are you willing to give up to get it? My hope is that you are like, it's got to be positive things to get this situation, or it's a positive conversation, relationship, so this thing can grow. That's what we've been talking about on Saturdays anyway. You know, how to have a great relationship before it even starts. Before it even starts, what am I thinking about? And why am I thinking about it to get to it? So let's go. I just want you to think about it. These are just questions, Let me give you two more songs, man. I think I'm going to go with, let's go with 1K Pew. 1K Pew, I do that every time. 1K Pew is 1K Phew. Out of the Reach Record Camp, they got a song called One Call. You know, a lot of times you only got one call. You only got one call. What are you going to do with that one call, that one decision? One choice can lead you in a really great place or a very bad place. And then number two, I want to give you, let's see, Aram is a new artist. He's rocking with Able, that's Aable, and they got a dope song too. So let's do that one. Let's do Aram. I think, and they call it Rocky. You enjoy these two joints. We'll be right back. No More Dirty TV. Hope you're enjoying yourself because I'm enjoying hanging out with you. Let's go.
Hero did the beat, bump it through your speakers. All I gotta that's all. Reminiscing, leaning on the county jail wall. All I wanna do is go to heaven. I know some of y'all thinking I'm just tryna go to hell. Well, no. What I gotta do to keep my brothers on the safe side? Lost so many homies, I wish I could change a lot. What I'm supposed to do when they be lying on the outside? Made it through the jungle, I done probably seen it all. Change it. Switch it. Flip it. Yeah. Straight from overseas, on the islands with the mist. Had to flood a finger, diamond sleeping with the fish. She thought I was playing, had to end it with no kizzy. Can't go to the past, if I do it, might get dizzy. Snaking in the grass, you say S in Mississippi. Snaking. All my brothers smiling, they no longer shoot it Ricky. Used to backseat of the car and I was with him, Lord forgive me. Lord. He was acting goofy in that room, he turned to Mickey. Turned to Mickey, man. Switch it. Flip it. Yeah. Let's go.
Parties in the hills, that was overkill. I need Jesus in my life, depression on my heel. Daddy never cared, he was never there. Got me running to these ladies with designer hair. In the party, I saw Offset and Cardi. He said I was praying for him, they said thank you when he partied. Skate around the city, goofy footed, feeling gnarly. Listen to Exodus track number 9, Bob Marley. God told me through the scriptures I was reading to serve all of these people in the system cause they need it. So when you hear me speaking or sliding on the B10, hope it inspire you to visit prison on the weekend.
All I gotta do is make me one call, that's all. Reminiscing, leaning on the county jail wall. All I wanna do is go to heaven. I know some of y'all thinking I'm just tryna go to hell. Well, no. What I gotta do to keep my brothers on the safe side? Lost so many homies, I wish I could change a lot. What I'm supposed to do when they be lying on the outside? Made it through the jungle, I done probably seen it all. Change it. Switch it. Flip it. Yeah. Let's go. All I gotta do is make me. Hey. What I gotta do to get a. Okay. Sleeping through the night and bullets rain, that's the worst sound. Get the fettuccine, make it rain on the church ground.
Feeling like, yeah, I don't need that affirmation out me. Feeling like Rocky, yeah. Feeling like Eagles back at 17, nobody can stop me, yeah. Feeling like about to win the whole thing, and I'm going down, yeah. I don't need that affirmation out me. Best believe I'm putting on for the team, and I feel like we're winning the whole thing. I'm feeling like Rocky, yeah. Feeling like Rocky, yeah. Feeling like Rocky, yeah. I don't need that affirmation out me. Best believe I'm putting on for the team, and I feel like we're winning the whole thing. I'm feeling like Rocky. Back to the ropes, not in scope. I ain't losing hope cause I'm feeling like Rocky. Yeah, jab to the nose, I ain't getting swole. I ain't letting go cause I'm feeling like Rocky. Big class, ain't gon' stress cause I ain't mad. For the last will be first and the first shall be last. I guess I said how we get the last laugh. Outmatched, whoa, yeah, I gotta wait on a minute. I work, no, I'ma go ahead and get it. Go ahead and get it now. Yeah, I like the sound of that. Take a lap, then I run it back. Ain't worried about none of that, cause I'm about to snap. Can't stop till opposition is handed defeat. You get it, capiche? You catch me shadow boxing, cause my greatest enemy is me. Get under my feet. Life hits hard, I'm taking account through the pen. Ain't about how you get here or the scars that you get, just make sure that you get up again. Feeling like Rocky, yeah. Feeling like Eagles back at 17, nobody can stop me, yeah. Feeling like about to win the whole thing, then I'm going doubt me. Look, I don't need that affirmation out me. Best believe I'm putting on for the team, and I feel like we're winning the whole thing. I'm feeling like Rocky, yeah. Feeling like Rocky, yeah. Feeling like Rocky, yeah. I don't need that affirmation out me. Best believe I'm putting on for the team, and I feel like we're winning the whole thing. I'm feeling like Rocky.
Abel and Ram, we out here in Philly, boy, ain't no shock, we ain't scaring Rocky. I'm in the ring, I'm doing my thing. If never throw shots, it's at the body. We got the church, it's fighting the church. I think I'm a new, it's getting sloppy. I'm in the gym, I'm looking at him. Whatever he doing, I'm trying to copy. Look, if it's hand down, then it's man down. Got an uppercut right to Satan chin, man. I bet I'm messing up his plan now. Yo, I heard they thought Christian rap trash, so they heard us rap, they a fan now. Like, I mean, they the fam now. Look, I ain't trying to let the fam down. If you send shots at the church, you gon' see the sheep die like a ram now. If my brother struggle, I throw him the shield. Boy, I'm Steve Rogers, he's Sam now. Yeah, I know about the mainstream, it just ain't the one that I swam down. Spread good news, spread good fruit. Got the whole team making jams now. Let's go.
Hey, yo, chill, hold on. 0.5 mph. You kidding me? You feeling like Rocky? I bet you're feeling like Gaki, because you're out of shape. Get it together, brother.
Hey yo, it's not that deep.
Being a parent, especially for the first time, with that comes a lot of self-doubt. As a dad, I just try to lead by example. When you're trying to be the best person that you can be, your kids see that and then they emulate that.
Welcome back to the No More Dirty TV show. I'm your host, Minister Fred 2. I'm hanging in here with you. I'm just saying, it's all in popping. Hey, listen, I got another question you may want to ask yourself. I would recommend is you want to ask yourself, and this is the question, like this is pretty dope. And actually, one of my 16-year-olds said this to me. He said, Mr. W, I said, what's up? He said, you know what I ask myself before I go do something when I'm hanging out with my buddies? I said, what's that, bro? He said, is what I'm doing gonna make me happy? And it's legal. I said, okay. I said, what do you mean when you say happy and then it's got legal all in the same sentence, the same breath? He said, well, you know me, Mr. Woodlow. I used to be out there real bad. I'm like, yeah, I remember. I mean, when I was 12, I was, he went down the line. I said, yeah, I get it. He said, but you know what? One thing I used to notice about you and a couple of my other co-workers and my colleagues, he said, when you all would come in the crowd, when you all come in our neighborhood, you all would come in thick, 2, 3, 4 deep, and you all were always on your game. He said, but the one thing that really made me think, there's something to what they're doing, because we would always say, hey, if you want to be a part of Big Brothers, Big Sisters, Boys and Girls Club, Girl Scouts, we would present all these choices, and we made the choices not only a positive thing, but we were excited. We were happy about it. Listen, did you know you can join? You can be a Cub Scout. Did you know you could? And we made it so enjoyable. And they were like, man, I just felt like whatever you guys were doing, it's just like, you seem so happy telling us about it. Maybe I should get involved in it. I was like, yeah. And so what I'm saying is what he told me. He said, if what you're doing doesn't truly make you happy, 1, and it's legal, 2, and 3, it's ethical. What does it mean to be ethical? Ethical means I have to be considerate of my choice, making sure that what I'm doing is going to positively affect everybody in that little environment, my circle, my space, my running partners. So, case in point, if I'm out here in these streets, or if I'm out here, I'm running these streets real hard, and I'm acting a fool, it's not just me, but anybody who's hanging with me may get in trouble because of me. Because of me. Not you, but because of me. It's called accessory to the crime. It's called being guilty by association. Because I'm running with you, I'm hanging with you, you're not doing the right thing, they assume I'm not doing the right thing. So again, the question you got to ask yourself is, does this make me happy? Is it legal? Is it ethical? I mean, will it really help everybody? And it's going to be legal and it's positive? Then maybe I should consider that. I say, yeah, consider that. Listen, we're going to go to 2 more songs, man. I hope this is helping you a little bit. I hope this is giving you some insight, just a little life lesson, some nuggets. And then we're gonna come back with one more song or 2. Let's do Heesan Lee. She's got that. I told you that's Marcus Sims' most favorite, I think, artist. He really likes Heesan Lee. She got a new joint. She's rocking with us. She's featuring Ted Smith. It's called Blackout. And then Miami's gonna do her song, her hit, All That. We'll be right back. No More Dirty TV. You already know the business, man. Stay locked and loaded. Let's go.
Watch me.
Watch me rock it like I never did. I'm walking on this water, going hard like I forever Never see me lessen it. I've got this calling to spread the truth. Some say he predestined it. I got this fire burning, passion yearning deep inside. Monster living in me, industry would rather keep aside. They don't believe me, why? I see a female killing it. They used to hearing all these women rapping with no skill in it. The top rapper seat is empty, now I'm feeling it. Some say I left the game, nah bro, I'm still in it. I'm focused on the coming stronger, ain't no stopping me. Devil try to steal my joy, I told him ain't no robbing me. Go meet the God in me, go see his sovereignty. I lead his word up every day, ain't no starving me. Been through the valley, now I rally with the undefeated. I'm a boss at this life, homie, best believe it.
Started out with Christ, sometimes I gotta get my faith back. Jesus, he my homie, man, that's where we going way back. Independent route, so you know I'm spitting straight stacks. He made me a boss and want me clean like some Ajax. Watch me black out, watch me black out, watch me black out, watch me black out. Independent route, so you know I'm spitting straight stacks. He made me a boss and want me clean like some Ajax.
Guess who's back at your girl rapping? People looking like what happened? Where she go? She busy napping. Got no album out, she slacking. Hold up, don't tap me out now. Won't see me back in that now. I've been silent for too long. Watch me, I'll be blacking that now. Had some setbacks, but now back on track. I feel so alive. No longer left back. I left on that side, came back way behind. God of mercy, I ain't worthy yet. He still assured me that I could step on any mountain. Just have faith, he urged me. Hope you heard me. This life ain't easy, but know the truth, I never make it if Jesus will leave me. I keep on going. If I'm tired, I know he'll relieve me. You think I'm playing, huh? They don't believe me. I keep going, showing people I'm more than a conqueror. When they see me on these stages, they could say no stopping her. She's a boss at what she does because God always rocks with her. You could judge her all you want, still ain't no knocking her. Come on.
Started out with Christ, sometimes I gotta get my faith back. Jesus, he my homie, man, that's where we going way back. Independent route, so you know I'm spitting straight stacks. He made me a boss and want me clean like some Ajax. Watch me black out, watch me black out, watch me black out, watch me black out. Independent route, so you know I'm spitting straight stacks. He made me a boss and want me clean like some Ajax. Started out with Christ, sometimes I gotta get my faith back. Jesus, he my homie, man, that's where we going way back. Independent route, so you know I'm spitting straight stacks. He made me a boss and want me clean like some Ajax. Watch me black out, watch me black out, watch me black out, watch me black out. Independent route, so you know I'm spitting straight stacks. He made me a boss and want me clean like some Ajax. Black out.
I don't know what you've been told. I don't know what you've been told. Faith in God is all we know. Faith in God is all we know. I don't know what you've been told. I don't know what you've been told. Faith in God is all we know. Faith in God is all we know.
Good morning. Welcome to Endorsed by God Faith Social Camp Miami campus. How are you doing today? Well, about to show you around. I hope you enjoy yourself.
Man, they out here reading Bibles too.
They be like, oh, you read the Bible? Yeah, baby, all that.
All that.
Yeah.
It's 305 Miami, baby. All that. You know I rep the most high. Yeah, all that.
You know, yeah, all of that. You feel me? All of it.
Let's go.
He big, God, he big, Jesus, big spirit.
All that.
Yeah, we Christians, that's big facts, baby.
All that.
Our faith don't swole, Bible stay open.
All that.
Yeah, we do it big for his kingdom, baby. Hey, yeah, we big flexers, big steppers. Yeah, we the biggest stunners. Yeah. God, Jesus, and the spirit, yeah, they really walk with us. Yahweh, Hosanna the Lord, his name above all the others. It ain't nothing to our Savior. He don't fold for them suckers. Actually, they flee in his name. Jesus, 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 just like Candyman. Them little demons don't wanna see us. His name so potent, it's the antidote for any season. Talking to them Goliaths, though they temporary for a reason. It says if God is for us, then who can be against us? Ain't nothing to our Lord, baby, he already did it for us. Now this word finna get spread. Shout out to our ancestors. Pass baton, it's our turn to spread his gospel to these Gentiles. Hey. God, he big, Jesus, big spirit.
All that.
Yeah, we Christians, that's big facts, baby.
All that.
Our faith don't swole, Bible stay open.
All that.
Yeah, we do it big for the kingdom, baby. All that. He big, God, he big, Jesus, big spirit.
All that.
Yeah, we Christians, that's big facts, baby.
All that.
Our faith don't swole, Bible stay open.
All that.
Yeah, we baby. Hey, I faked on tsunami, catch that wave, we swag surfing. With no shame up in our game, no condemnation, we ain't hurting. Ain't no fear, count it all joy, trusting him, it's all worth it. You know, he come and rescue us, we covered crowd surfing. Y'all come close, but it ain't saying that eviction will come shortly. Them battles don't last over here, no sir, no ma'am, honey. Plus we be on a mission, no funny business, none, buddy. And we victorious, you know he love his churn, honey. Yeah, we too blessed. We highly favor, big mercy with no stress. No matter the season we in, the enemy big press. Cause he know when God step in, child is over next. We up, though what's good? Hey, he big God, he big Jesus, big spirit. All that. Yeah, we Christians, that's big facts, baby. All that. Our faith on swole, Bible stay open. All that. Yeah, we do it big for the kingdom, baby. All that. He big God, Jesus, spirit, all that. We Christians, baby, and that's really big facts. Faith so swole, Bible open, all that. Yeah, we do it big for his kingdom, baby. Hey, Alpha, Omega, King of Kings, he all that. Lord of Lords, bread of life, Prince of Peace, nah, that's big facts. He our teacher, he's the way, the only way, you know that. He the truth, he's out the road that gave us life, yeah, big facts. And he big God, Jesus the spirit, yeah, they all that. We Christians, baby, doing it for the kingdom, that's big facts. His faith so slow, we take them big steps, all that. In his name, he all that. Yeah, I mean, he all that. Jesus, yeah, you all that.
You know it.
Yeah, the spirit, yeah, you all that.
Yes, Lord.
Yeah, God, you know you all that.
I mean, all
Thank you,
that.
Lord.
In Jesus' name, amen, baby.
So I showed you everything today. You ready?
Can I get the now bar, please? $1. Have a good one. Got it.
Hey, what's going on?
Hey.
Let me get a now bar.
Sure. $1.
Appreciate you.
Got it.
Welcome to the No More Dirty TV show. Hey, I'm your host, Minister Fred 2, hanging in here with you guys. I hope you're having a great time. Listen, we want to do this wrap up like this, man. Last question you want to ask yourself is, would God be proud of this choice that I'm wanting to make? Would God be proud of this choice I'm wanting to make? Now, the question you got to ask yourself before that is, have I had any conversation with God recently? When's the last time you talked to him? And let's just break it down. What does it mean? People are like, well, what do you mean? I have to get on my knees and close my eyes? And no, it means you have to be serious about your conversation. So that means, hey, God, I just want to talk to you today about this. Hey, God, I'm struggling with that situation. I don't know how to address this. Or it might be, hey, God, thanks for waking me up. Man, I'm feeling real good, bro. Thank you so much for loving me. Thanks for giving your life, your son, for me so I can be all right. You know, the whole point is if you have a conversation with God, he'll reveal the answer like he will really reveal the answer. I have learned that I make my greatest decisions after I talk to God. It's just a conversation. So when I'm praying, I respect him. And let me just say this. 3 things you got to remember about the God piece. Let me put this down real quick. One is, when you have a conversation with God, what you're saying basically is, I respect you enough to come to you, number 1. Number 2, this thing called prayer or building a relationship with God. Number 2, when you have a conversation with him because you respect him, right? The second thing you do is you actually begin to share. One of the greatest things about conversations with God, or what people call prayer, is that you get a chance to share your heart, share your most vulnerable situation, your moments, your fears, your stresses, whatever it is. Like, you really get a chance to say, hey man, listen, this is just me and you. I don't want nobody else to know about this. You can have that conversation with them. And then 3, the other thing great about having a relationship through this conversation that people call prayer is that when you spend time in conversation, talking, chit-chatting, you have the greatest opportunity to listen. So when you ask God for something, or you say, hey, what do you think about this guy? Or you're praying about a job, or I'm praying about my family, I'm praying about a relationship, I'm praying about this or that. Once you put it out there in the air, you put it out in the universe, and you say, hey God, this is where I'm at. You have the greatest privilege. This is how I see it. If I can talk to a big God or someone that's bigger than me, and I can share this information and they give me an answer, then guess what? Every time I decide, it's going to be spot on. So I just want to leave you with that. Take the time to ask those questions. Is what I'm about to get into, is it a good thing? Not just good for me, but everybody in my circle, number 1. Number 2, if I choose to do this, go here, say this, participate in this activity, number 2, is it legal? Is it ethical? Meaning, if I do this, I'm going to everybody else is going to be in a good space. I'm going to turn around, and if I go steal, go do this, and I have my buddies, will they be accused for something I did, or will they be celebrated for something I did? And then the third thing, when it comes to making a choice, is have you talked to God about it? Have you talked to somebody bigger than you? Have you in fact, we can say, have you consulted with somebody that's a mentor? Have you consulted with a big brother, a big sister? Have you consulted with your grandma, your grandpa, your mom, your dad? Like they do have a lot more wisdom than we do sometimes. And especially when you're young, you're trying to figure it out anyway. It helps to get a whole bunch of opinions. What do you think about this? One person says, yeah, I think that's good. Another one, yeah, that's a decent. I think, oh yeah, if you get three yeses, that's a good roll. If you get a negative, and it's back and forth, I don't know. Well, who are they? What's their background? Well, man, they get in trouble all the time. If you walk with them, man, they're going to assume you're getting in trouble all the time. All those kind of things. So those are some of the things to ask yourself. And finally, listen, have you been talking to God about it? And what did he say? So I'm going to pray. We do it every show. We always try and leave you with God's mailbox. And it's simply this. If you don't want to verbally pray, you can write your prayers out on a little piece of paper like this right here. Get your little index card. Index card maybe. You can do if you like to journal, get you a journal book and write out your prayers, your thoughts, your comments, your questions, and address it to God. Then put it in the envelope, or if you want to journal it, just keep it in the journal. And when he answers it, you can write his answer. Well, God said this. I did this, and guess what? It worked out. So I'm going to pray, and then we're going to go out with another song or two. All right? So let me pray for you, right? So, God, we just want to say thanks a lot for just, the practical things in life that we know that we can make it if we make good choices. So help us to choose right. Help us to choose things that are happy. Help those things that God would be pleased. And then help us to take the time to consult others that are making good decisions. Wise people, And then forgive us for our sins. And everything we write down, Lord, on this little piece of paper, we ask that you would not only answer it, but show us why you answering it yes or no or not right now, or just hold off. Wait for a minute. Give us a little bit of insight on that when we have this conversation. And so I pray that everyone that are listening and are watching and that will watch and share, that they'll really benefit from this information. We love you. We thank you in the name of Yeshua the Christ, who is Jesus of the Bible. Amen. Hey, listen, I hope you enjoyed the show today. I just wanted to leave a few nuggets with you. Marcus Sims will be back with us shortly. He's on vacation. Again, shout out to my homie, And shout out to my co-producers, you know, the Green Team Entertainment. You know, the Green family is doing work, and also my man Professor to the X. You already know. So I'm gonna leave you with. Let me leave you with. Let's do some revolutionary music, that good music, and then if we have enough time, guys, why don't you go ahead and slide in some of that KJ5? If not, we'll do it next week. Hey, love you guys. Have a great week. Hey, no more dirty. Don't forget to go to our website, NoMoreDirty.org. We'll see you next week, and enjoy the screens and enjoy the music. Peace.
Got a skirt, provide for the bliss. I'm just flexing, plenty blessings, praise Lord, Smith and West. Got a skirt, provide for the bliss. I'm just flexing, plenty blessings, praise Lord, Smith and West. It's my time, gotta shine in the spotlight on the kid. Over time, I've been grinding, put my all into this. In my prime, off the line, raging wide with the hits. God is good, picked me up when I was dirty in the pits. Being drugged through the dirt, he keep me warm sweatshirt. Scarred up but done hurt, and in the end it's worth the hurt. He never said that it would be easy. He told me that he would never leave me. He never said that it would be easy. He told me that he would never leave me. New whip, new day. Smile, okay, my light shine, sun ray, we go nuts, no payday. I flip the script on Satan today. He won't win, there's no way. He won't win, there's no way. All the time, all the time, God is good, all the time, and all the time, God is good, God is good, God is great, provide for the place. I'm just flexing, plenty blessings, praise Lord, Smith and West. God is good, God is great. Fight for the place. I'm just flexing, plenty blessings, praise Lord, Smith and West. I look in the fridge, they nothing to eat. Hop in the car, they get steak on it. Bank account statement, they show it empty. Even showing overdraft fees. Sometimes I ask why me. Then I remember I was sinning. He sent the sun just to cleanse me. Now I let his light shine within me. Right now he got me on new levels. Walking on all of these new devils. Giving no gas, no brake pedals. Praying emotional flow blessings. My God, good. Get that understood. My God, good. Get that understood. And I have a new whip, new day. You smile, okay. My light shine, sun ray. We go nuts, no payday. I flip the script on Satan today. He won't win, there's no way. He won't win, there's no way. All the time, all the time. God is good, God is good. All the time, and all the time. God is good, God is good. God is great. Provide for the place. I'm just flexing, plenty blessings, praise Lord, Smith and West. God is good, God is great. Fight for the place. I'm just flexing, plenty blessings, praise Lord, Smith and West.
Glory now to God, I'm still standing on my feet, screaming glory now to God. Cause even when I'm weak, it's still glory now to God. No surrender, no retreat, glory now to God. Victory to me, glory now to God. I'm still standing on my feet, it's like glory now to God. Even when I'm weak, I'm giving glory now to God. No surrender, no retreat. Glory now to God. Now I was up before the sun hits, moving like I run sprints. Everything you done, I'm giving thanks until the sunset. I ain't the same, ain't going back to where I once went. So I'm aiming at my goals, I hold it tighter than a gun grip. And I'll be running through my checklist. I'll be snatching up your lunches, I'll be eating all your breakfast. I'ma take the hate they gave and wear the junk just like a necklace. Till I'll be rolling out the grave, Lazarus just in a Lexus. Through depression and detention, question after question. I ain't stressing what I'm missing, I stack blessing up on blessing. I got that lesson when I'm fencing, so I'm walking in my mission. I've been working out for 6 and so the 7th day I'm resting. I got my left hand in the air cause of the other I got my pen and I ain't never gonna retire. So I'm spending up my pension, I ain't never getting tired. When in him I stay dependent, so I can never lose the fire when that fire's never ending. Victory to me, glory now to God. I'm still standing on my feet, screaming glory now to God. Cause even when I'm weak, it's still glory now to God. No surrender, no retreat, glory now to God. Victory to me, glory now to God. I'm still standing on my feet, it's like glory now to God. Even when I'm weak, I'm giving glory now to God. No surrender, no retreat, glory now to God. Yeah, now to God. I went from shame and I'm worthless to getting pain with a purpose. I got strain on my brain, I felt the flame in the furnace. I got scars to remain, but they just stay on the surface. I'm not the same, I've been changed and I'm purchased, yeah. And plus I'm forged in a fire, I was forced to retire. I got a source that is higher, but of course I got a choice whether I stay up in the mire. But I choose to be used cause you're the Messiah, yeah. I told the enemy to steady flee. Past is behind, I got the best days ahead of me. Pass and rewind, I got a recipe to set him free. And I put feet to my faith just like the legs on a centipede. He come first, I come second like the letter B. Set the table, make a toast, and I'ma set a speech to the one in whom I boast, cause he's the centerpiece. That Holy Ghost, Father plus the Son, that's the victory to me, glory now to God. I'm still standing on my feet, screaming glory now to God. Cause even when I'm weak, it's still glory now to God. No surrender, no retreat, glory now to God. Victory to me, glory now to God. I'm still standing on my feet, it's like glory now to God. Even when I'm weak, I'm giving glory now to God. No surrender, no retreat, glory now to God, now to God.